I have a friend whose wife is getting more interested in firearms all of a sudden, and I guess middle-aged. I don't know what age she is. I'll get in trouble here, but got a carry permit and even taken a gosh, what was it? I don't know. She's taken a course or two in beyond the carry permit course locally, and is picking out guns, trying to get the right gun, this sort of thing. Has gone through 2 or 3 different firearms, and it's just funny, you know. I forget, you know, because there's so many people going through that, and it's so hard to pick out the right firearm, isn't it? You know, most of you have gone through that if you live in this country and if you have a carry permit and that sort of thing. But it's the same deal even on your favorite range gun or home defense firearm and all that. It's just not quite as critical a problem, challenge, as it is for picking out a carry gun, though, is it? Because you got all these concerns. How are you going to carry it, the size of it, the weight of it, the capacity of it, wow, just everything. How you're going to be dressed, you know, and so many factors. And it changes as you get into it, as I've talked about before. If you're at that point yourself, and really we all are still, it's going to change. Whatever firearm you went and bought, you think that's it, man, I'm set for the next 10 years. You're probably not. You will probably find something you like better within a year, you know, depending on how much you get out and how much you shoot, and if you know, try your buddy's firearm or girlfriend's firearm at the range or whatever, and you decide you shoot that better or something. And as I've said before too, what compounds this problem issue is I might decide this is perfect for me today. I'm going to carry it because yeah, I dress such that I can carry a big gun or something, and I shoot it pretty well, you know, whatever. And I don't shoot little guns very well. Okay, that's where I am. Well, I enjoy shooting this thing. I shoot it a fair amount. I even shoot my buddy's small. He's got a Glock 23 or something, and I shoot it some, or 26, and I get to where I can shoot everything better. And gradually what happens? You know, this gun's, I've noticed it getting heavier. I've noticed it getting bigger on my belt, you know. And boy, I sure shoot Ralph's Glock 26 awfully well. Now, I didn't before. I might just want one of those, you know. So you switch to a mid-sized gun, a smaller firearm, you know, and then you get to be a pretty good shot a couple years from now. And you kind of decide, you know, I haven't been in many shootouts lately. I might just not be as averse to a 7-shot or a 6-shot, you know, Glock 43 or something, or even a 380. You know, so it will change with you. Or you might go the other way. You might decide you go from a small to a bigger gun. I don't know, but it's a process. Here's the best example, okay, I can give you for this. You know, I'm not blowing smoke because so many of you have been through it. I really like small guns, as you know, that shoot well. I just like that. I'm sure I don't go too long here. Yeah, like I always do. Because, you know, I'm not expecting trouble, but I do care. I have carried since the 80s. So I like a small gun. I mean, well, think about it. I mean, a small gun that we can shoot well is kind of the ultimate. Now, capacity is another factor over there. You have to decide what you think about capacity and caliber. But if you have a small gun that's pretty easy to carry, and you shoot it well at short distance and even moderate distances out there, that's an attractive gun, isn't it? You know. So anyway, those are the kinds of firearms that I'm always attracted to. As you know, this is one of them in terms of revolver. It's a K-frame, but it's 3 inches and bobbed hammer. And as far as a good size heavy revolver, you know, you could carry that. There's lots of smaller ones now, better. But okay, as an example, you know, I'm no youngster, and I've been in this firearms business for a good while. It's not a business, but as a hobby for a long time, carrying and everything. All right, you would think I'd have figured it out at my age, right? Well, I own, okay, what do I own? I own, as far as handy little guns, guns that I thought were the ultimate at the time, maybe, or a great choice, and carried them for a good while, and may still be carrying them next time you see me. All right, I've got in my safe, ready to pop, and a pocket holster for them and everything. A PM9. Ooh, nice gun, huh? I've had the P380, of course. John has it now. The LC9. Hey, Ruger. LCP. Love that. I've got 2 or 3 of those. Great gun. Carry it. I've got a Glock 42 380. I've got Glock 43. Okay. I got 642 Smith & Wesson. And then whatever the number is, the same gun in an all steel frame. I forget the number on it. And then there's probably 5 other I'm not even thinking of that are, well, I've got the little 44 Special Bulldog, from Charter Arms. Okay, got 2 of those. I've got some nice little, Glock 26, duh, forget that. I've got a Glock, M&P 40, the 2.0. I've got lots of mid-size Glock 19s. I've got lots of nice size VP9, guns like that. I've got all those firearms I could be carrying, but if you had just come up on me yesterday or a week ago or 3 weeks ago or today and said, what do you got in your pocket? Well, here's what I've got in my pocket. Yep, with my carry ammo, that's it, the little 642. All right, so I go back and forth, and 1 month or week or year, I'll decide, no matter what's out there, no matter how well Glock makes a small pocket gun, or Smith & Wesson, or SIG, or whoever else, that thing is just hard to beat, So, I go through the same thing, we all do. So if you're new to firearms, don't get discouraged, and don't think you're weird, or that you're just hard to deal with, or that you think you're frustrating the gun shop owners more than you should by trying different guns, or I mean, it's just the way it is. We're all looking for that perfect small gun because we're demanding a lot of it. I want to be able to produce this thing fairly quickly if I need to, and be able to hit with it. Have good trigger, reliable, big enough round. And then now capacity is the biggest argument, I think. Now there's lots of little good guns. Capacity, you got to come to terms with that. Are you going to need capacity? A lot of capacity. And it kind of depends on, now for civilian carry, so you can argue that both ways. You walk up on a terrorist attack encounter, you might wish you had your Glock 19 or something and 5 extra magazines, right? By and large, though, you may not even need ammo. You just need a gun to produce, to keep yourself alive or safe. There's all these different levels, right? First of all, be smart. Don't put yourself in situations. Then if someone knows you have a firearm because you are reaching and you're, stop, they know you have a firearm, that's another level. Surely they're not going to continue bothering you, okay? You don't want to brandish it, not necessarily, of course. You could get in trouble for that. And then if you actually have to pull it out to convince somebody, that's pretty serious stuff. How often is that going to happen to you? If you're someone who minds your own business, you don't go looking for trouble, And then if you actually have to fire that thing into somebody, that's pretty extreme, right? like an understatement. So who is it that's going to know you've got a gun, and that once you pull it, you've proved it the second level or third, and then you actually fire at them, hopefully hit them, because you didn't fire it unless they were coming at you to kill you, threaten you, bodily harm and all that. Who is going to keep coming at you? Where did you get these enemies? What is it that you have that's that serious, that they will absorb bullets and keep coming at you? What the heck have you done to make somebody that mad? Okay, yes, I mean, that's just another way to think about it when you think of capacity. All right. Oh, anyway, I got a little crazy there off the track maybe, but think about all those things, and we all go through it. We all go through it. The main thing is have a gun. Even Jeff Cooper, he made fun of mouse guns all the time, but first rule of a gunfight, not that you want to be in a gunfight, is have a gun.